Welcome to Chubba TV and Football Fever. Bit of an update during the midweek, and today's update will be about my club, Liverpool FC. As we know, Liverpool's biggest worry has been on the three players that have been coming off contract in Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah. And overnight we had some big news on all three players, and also some big news on Ibrahima Konate, Luis Diaz and Darwin Núñez. And I will go through all the updates and give you my thoughts, and let's see what is happening at Liverpool FC. Well, the big news overnight, and from one of the main reporters who even broke the story about Real Madrid chasing Trent Alexander-Arnold, David Ornstein, overnight has reportedly made this clear that Real Madrid is still working very hard, as they have since January, when they were allowed, when a player reaches 6 months remaining of his contract, they're allowed to talk to an overseas club. They've been working very hard to get pen and paper, TAA to put pen to paper. Like in my last update, we know that TAA has agreed personal terms, but still officially, even to right now in the latest update, nothing officially has been signed. So TAA hasn't officially put pen to paper or signed anything with Real Madrid, as we know so far. But we know that Real Madrid are working still extremely hard. They're working extremely hard to get the deal done. As we know, they want him to play in the new World Club Championship that's going to take part in early July. So they are working very hard to get TAA over the line. Still, there's been nothing from the TAA camp, but from all reports is that he does want to go there, and it is heading that way, that he will become a Real Madrid player. In the big news was Virgil van Dijk. As we know, an interview with Virgil van Dijk the other day after the loss to Fulham, he said his contract talks have progressed. David Ornstein can reveal that, yes, it looks like Virgil van Dijk now is not, if he's going to re-sign with Liverpool, it's now when is he going to re-sign with Liverpool. It looks like they have agreed on a 2-year deal, and it looks like Virgil van Dijk now is ready to put pen to paper and commit his future to Liverpool FC, which will be big news for Liverpool, because I think Virgil van Dijk is a key player, is a major player there in our back line. He's the captain of the club, and it would be a travesty if we're going to lose a TAA and we were going to lose Virgil van Dijk. So the good news is there that Virgil looks extremely now positive that it's not a matter of if he's going to re-sign with Liverpool, it's when he's going to re-sign with Liverpool. And the other big news David said as well is Mohamed Salah is pretty much on the same picture as well. Mohamed Salah looks as well that they have come to an agreement with Liverpool as well, and he's now on the verge as well of it's when he's going to sign with Liverpool, not if he's going to re-sign with Liverpool. So those two players will be massive, because I think now getting close to the end of the season and Liverpool trying to secure a championship and EPL, I think this should have been put to bed. The distraction of every week, I think, of is Mohamed Salah staying, is Virgil van Dijk going, is TAA going. As much as they've played well, and as much as it hasn't really affected us, I think it's starting to, become a little bit of a problem. Virgil van Dijk probably didn't have his best game against Everton or his best game against Fulham. Has it got anything to do with the contracts? I don't know. Probably not. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. But, it's good to put it to bed. I think both of them would be key signings, especially if we lose TAA. Obviously, Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk, we need to stay. The other talk is Ibrahima Konate. As we know, we know he's got 2 more years left on his contract, and Liverpool see him as a major part moving forward and in the future. Unfortunately, if they haven't been able to close any contract as yet, they're still in negotiations. As we know, Ibrahima Konate is on about £80,000 a week, and if you believe all the stories that broke, he's looking for a pay figure of around £200,000 a week, which is a huge increase. Now, is he worth £200,000 a week, if you ask me? I think Ibrahima Konate is a top player, and when he's on song, he's one of the best centre-backs in the world. Yes, him of late too, he probably hasn't been as at his best, and he's got a mistake in him always. He has got a mistake in him, and we've seen it the other day as well against Fulham when he wasn't at his best. I think £200,000 I would give it, but I think Liverpool, I think anything over £150,000 I think would be a great deal to get Ibrahima Konate over the line. Definitely he's worth a lot more than the £80,000 that he's currently on, and I just hope FSG can get this one over the line as well, because if you can secure Van Dijk and you can secure Konate, we're in good hands there in our defensive organisation. Looking forward, also a lot of talk about Luis Diaz. There's still, like David was saying, there's still a lot of interest from Atletico Madrid and clubs like Barcelona. And for Luis Diaz, he still hasn't started talks about a new contract, or there has been a little bit of talks, but nothing concrete yet. I think Luis Diaz is a must for Liverpool. We've seen again his performance when he came off as a substitute and he came on against Fulham. What a great impact he had. And I think he's a great player for Liverpool. He's another one I think Liverpool really need to sort out and get him over the contract. A lot of talk again about Darwin Núñez. Reportedly, he will be moving on at the end of the season. He might be one that Liverpool are willing to sell. So we'll have to keep a close on that one. Now with TAA going, Liverpool's main priority, believe it or not, won't be right back. It is going to be left back, and they're still in talks with Milos Kyrgios from Bournemouth, but that would mean either Costa Tsimikas or Andy Robertson will move on. So one of them will be moving on if Liverpool do close the deal on Milos Kyrgios at Birmingham, which I think we definitely need a left back. I mean, Andy Robertson was very poor against Fulham the other day. Costa Tsimikas, he's a good squad player, but I don't think he's a number one starting back. So left back for me would definitely be a priority. At right back, Connor Bradley, well, he looks to impress all the time. He came back from injury yesterday at Fulham too, and he looked absolutely in great form and in great touch. The only thing with Connor Bradley is people starting to question a few of the injuries he's had of late. Hopefully, as he becomes more consistent and playing week in, week out, those injuries aren't as bad as they have been this season, where he seems to be in a stop and start position, where once he gets going, he picks up a little bit of a niggle, an injury, it puts him on the sideline for a couple of weeks, and then he has to return to the team. But for me, this is massive news today that David Ornstein broke. It's great news, especially now there's only 8 games left in the EPL and we're trying to win a title. Liverpool really do need to seal the deal and close the deals with Mohamed Salah and Van Dijk. So the great news there, once again, as I can report, is it's no matter of if they will resign him now, it's a matter of when. They've progressed very well, and it looks like both players have agreed. It looks like both players will be agreed on a 2-year deal, which is great news. So to all Liverpool fans and myself, we're really looking forward to it. Liverpool this week again will play West Ham. I mean, it's a huge game at home at Anfield. They really need to pick up 3 points and close this title quickly. They do not want to give Arsenal any sniff anymore. It's still a big lead, 11 points. I mean, yeah, we lost to Fulham the other day. Wasn't a great result, but it's been 2 losses all year. Most of the time, Arne Slot's got everything right. He's been criticised a little bit about his rotation, which I agree a little bit. I think the squad is still looking a little bit tired. We've seen when we made all those number of changes in the second half, we were a different team. But hopefully we can pick up 3 points against West Ham, and with Arsenal full steam ahead in the Champions League, 2 big games with Real Madrid, they could still be a possibility of them dropping points against Real Madrid. Anyway, that was just the update. Wanted to bring you the latest news on Football Fever and with Liverpool FC. And like I said, the great update on Mohamed Salah and Van Dijk. Until then, keep following us on all our Twitter, on Instagram, and here on YouTube. And if anything more breaks, we'll be first to bring out the news. Thank you, and bye for now.